there, my name's Martin Peers. I'm a cartoonist and illustrator. I've got my own company which I call Toast Cartoons, and today we're going to have a look at a how to draw video. Now this is after a request from my niece Katie, who asked me if I could do a video on how to draw a pirate. This is going to be interesting because I haven't done a how to draw video on doing a human character before, so this will be quite interesting. I'm trying to do this as simple as I can for you. Now I'm going to start with a shape for once that's not a circle. But I urge you to draw with pencil and draw lightly because we're going to be doing some rubbing out as well to get this as we want it to. So if you draw a shape similar to what I'm doing now, start with a line that goes up in a straight line, curves round at the top and then comes round in a curve like that. What we're looking at here is shape that looks almost like a sort of bell that's sort of squashed over to one side. Now we're going to get onto more familiar ground for people who've drawn with me before, and we're going to draw a circle at the top here. So again, keep it nice and light. We don't need to do anything too severe at the moment because we're going to do lots of detail on the head of our pirate at some point soon. So just fine lines at the moment. Now what I like to draw to get an idea of where all the parts of my pirate are going to go and his face is to make his head three-dimensional, and by doing that we're going to take a point somewhere in the center here and draw a curved line round like this and then another curved line round like this. That instantly makes our circle look like a three-dimensional sphere, and it gives us our lines where we're going to put in his nose, his ears, and then we know where his eyes are going to go and other facial details. We'll get to that shortly. Now what I want you to do now is from this point here, draw a curved line round coming onto the side of the his body here, and then a little bit further down at this point here where the line becomes straight, do another curve going in and to a point. On here we're going to do something similar again. We're going to do a line coming out. It almost looks like a sort of rounded triangle back in to the body like so. Now down here imagine we'll do a sort of slightly curved line at the bottom. Keep it very faint, keep it very faint. Now from this point here I want you to draw another one of these sort of strange rounded circle shapes. Follow a straight line down and then in like so, and the same thing here. Do a little line along the top and then another straight line down and a curve in. And instantly we've got what looks something like a body shape here. We've got two legs here, we've got an arm pointing up into the sky, we've got his head, we've got an arm here. Now what we're going to draw now will be his boots. So the boots halfway down this line here, below this one here, halfway point between there and there, we'll draw a curve round like so, line out there like that, and another curve round like that. From this point here we can then draw triangle out like that, coming to a sort of straight line down, a curve and back in. There's his boot. Now I want to do our pirate with a peg leg, so what we're going to do here is at the same point there we'll draw another line going round, and this bit will follow the shape in, another curve like that, and then that's the top of his peg leg. You can disregard the rest of this shape here. That was just for guidance, and we're going to make sure that our peg leg doesn't go down any further than the heel of his existing leg, otherwise he'll be all lopsided. Very good for when he's walking on deck and the ship's leaning to one side perhaps, but otherwise he'd be falling over. So follow the same sort of line down. That will be the line of our peg leg. It's going to have draw a U shape at the bottom like so, curve round like this, and then do lines going up, and that will be our peg leg on our pirate. That looks pretty good, I'm quite happy with that. Right, what are these lines here, I hear you ask? This will be our pirate's jacket. What we're going to do from this point here where the head meets the shoulder, we're going to do a line that sort of curves round and then comes straight down to here. Join those up like so. And then the same thing here, from that point there we do a curved line going all the way down like that and joining up here. This line here is no longer needed. And another line going down. We'll sort out the decoration on the jacket a little bit later on. So now we have a little bit more of a pirate shape here. This will be his belly, where the trouser line is going to go, and we can put a square right in the center here. This will be a large belt buckle. So the same thing goes, another square inside like that, and then I want you to draw a sort of a squashed oval in there, and then our belt itself is going to be narrower than the buckle. Do a line there and a line there, a line there and a line there. That's looking okay. That's looking like our pirates coming together quite nicely. Now what I need to do is to do his arms. So this is his elbow. At this point here, I want you to do a sort of a curved line like so. Join up there, join up there. That's going to be the top of his sleeve. Then coming into a point and another curve there. Now these lines here you can use to do the sort of decoration on his sleeves. Now hands are very, very difficult to draw and be very, not the easiest thing. Well, just rub that out there. A lot of guides here. Now, never easy. What I want you to do is draw a curved line coming out and around like this, and then another line coming out like this. Down to there, curve around there, and then we can draw fingers, 1, 2, 3, and then a lump there, which will be his thumb. So what we're looking at there is his right hand, curve round like that, resting on his hip. Now this is going to be the other hand here, so again at the same point we do a curve round like so, around the back there, and then coming into the point, and we can turn that part into some decoration on his sleeves. Now, rub out the point there. Now you can do multiple things with this. You could either maybe give him a hook hand. I'm going to draw him holding a cutlass, a pirate sword in the air. So coming out and in and round is a thumb, and then fingers will be 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do a bit sticking out there and round, and that will be the hilt of his sword. A little circle on the bottom there, and then up, out and round. Right, he's holding his sword in the air. Now what? We've got to do the features. We've done his nose already. We can now draw an eye, which will be a circle here, and he's going to be having his angry, evil pirate face here. So draw sort of a thick black S shape with points on either end above the eye circle, which will be his frowning face. Draw his pupil in here in his eye and leave a little white bit in the middle for the specular reflection. Put a little line round there, around the side of the eye. That will be part of his cheek. And then we're going to have an eye patch on this pirate. So around this side of the nose, do a sort of a squashed, curved square shape round there. He will of course have an eyebrow above that as well. Coming in round, we can now disregard this part of the circle. We're doing his cheek coming out here. I'm not going to do any more there because we're going to give him a beard. Smile, little curve there, that's his cheek, coming around like that, and then open mouth like so. Rub out, this is why we're drawing lightly, so we can rub out some of these lines. Do an M shape in his mouth, which will be his tongue, and then shade in the back of his mouth black. Now here's his ear. We're going to give him an earring, so I do a little sort of E shape in the ear for details, little curve and a circle going all the way around the back, and another one coming all the way around like that. So he's now got an earring. Now we're going to give him his beard, so join that with there, and then we're going to come out with lots of lines like this, coming round, round, and then we can rub out what's behind the beard. Sorted. That looks good. Now we give him a slightly wilder hair coming up the side like that, and down like that, and out of the back like that. And I'm going to give him a ponytail as well. So I'll give him a circle around there, a couple of circles either side. That would be like a bow for his ponytail, and then there we go. Now we've got to draw his hat. And you can do all sorts of hats on here. You could give him just a pirate scarf, which I would draw like this with a bit down the back. But I'm going to do a proper pirate captain hat here. With all hats, you've got to try and make sure it fits on his head. That's why we've got our guideline here, the circle from the top of his head. Draw a curve that comes round. It can go behind the eyebrow, that's not a problem. That will be your starting point for any hat you draw, be it a pirate scarf or anything else. We're going to do a proper pirate captain's hat. So we use that curve there, we bring this up to show the sort of shape of his head underneath, and then we're going to come out in a line like that, curve round like so, stop, and then a point corner, bring that round like so, a big curve like that, then coming out in a sort of almost like a square, dum dum dum, there and there. Back of his hat comes around there, and then we're going to draw sort of like a yellow binding around the edge of his hat like that and like that. Now we've got to draw a skull and crossbones on the top, which is quite easy to do. Draw a circle and a square underneath. That's our skull shape. Circle there, the eyes, line there, and then you can draw a line there and then teeth like so. Skull, easy. Crossbones, two little lines coming out and then curves round almost like a big bulgy M shape, and the same underneath like that and like that. Skull and crossbones sorted. All we need to do now is a bit of ornamentation on his jacket. So I want to come down a big line. We go one, curve out, straight down, curve out, straight down, curve out, straight down, curve out, straight down, circle, 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 and the same thing on this side. Try and get them to match up. And there we have it. Now I'm going to highlight with a black marker pen. Or one thing I haven't done, we've got our eye patch here. I have a string on it because it's already held on somehow. Put that in there. Right, give me a moment, I'll highlight this and then we can get on with colouring in. Okay, now we've got it highlighted, you can take a rubber and rub out the pencil. This is why you should, oops, missed a bit, this can happen. What we should have done, our pencil work as lightly as possible so we can rub it out easily, and then colour in. Okay, there we have our pirate captain, and now the time has come to add some colour to him. I'm going to start off with some yellow around his hat band. One pirate. Finishing touches, get a couple of lines underneath his boots and his peg leg, just to give him some, make it look like he's got something to stand on. And as with all your pictures, sign your artwork. Hope you enjoyed that. Have a go, draw your own pirate, and do share it with me. I'd love to see what you come up with. I've just realised I missed out colouring in his buttons on that side. There we go. One cartoon pirate. Thanks very much. Keep tuned to the Toast Cartoons channel for more how to draw in the future. Thanks very much. Bye bye.